Tuesday, dreamers. Another blessed and grateful day. Today is a day we've never seen before and a day we will never see again. So let's go ahead and maximize it. Let's end the month of June strong. And today's topic is going to be a good one. We're talking about price objection. When it comes to any objection that any of us are going to hear inside of the business world, there's only a handful of them that you're going to hear over and over again. Whether it be the price, whether it be I don't feel like I have the time, whether it be I don't know. It seems like one of those things. Or I don't even have the money, right? A lot of these handful of objections are able to get handled when you know how to actually see them before they even come. Kind of like just like baseball. If somebody's never practiced a curveball and they get a curveball, they might strike out a little bit. But when you start actually practicing the curveballs, now you can expect and be ready for what's coming. Same thing with business. And over the years, I've started to learn that whatever objection somebody gives us is actually the reason why it wouldn't be a bad idea for them to actually do something different. If they don't have money, again, I'm going to show you guys, even when it comes to price, I'm going to show you how to go ahead and really get out of this objection. So before we get started, let me know, what is everybody grateful for coming into today? Grateful to be alive, grateful for each of you, another day, grateful for God, grateful for the mentorship, the community that we have, and to know that we all can grow and get better each day. The difference is making the decision and just letting it compound. So let's get into it. Let's talk about it. Today is price objection. Now, I've noticed, even for me, I look back at the beginning of my journey, and when I first got started back in 2016, 2015, I was so broke. I I didn't have money to get started. Mind you, it cost about $200 to get into the door. And I was living out of my car, 30K in debt. And listening to audios, listening to books, I started to see life a little bit different. Here's what I noticed. Jim Rohn, he said, if we think spending a little bit of money on a book, an audio, an event is risky, ask yourself this: how much of my life has been risky? And he goes on to talk about that it's all risky. Walking outside today, going to our job, whatever food that we're going to eat, food poisoning, lightning strike, car crashes. There's so many things that could happen in a day that everything is risky. Getting in relationships is risky, literally playing sports. Okay. So when I realized that if we don't invest into ourselves, he says, if you don't invest into yourself, wait till you get the bill for not investing into yourself. I spent that. And here's what happened. I started to notice that giving out my TV, giving out my great morning, Shane, Talina. I sold my TV and here's the cool part. You'll start to see that everybody has the money. The people that tell you they don't have the money to get started, if you were to go on their stories, probably all of a couple hours, right? Starbucks coffee. You go buy a handful of those Starbucks coffees, and you are going to literally probably spend somebody's membership on any type of business, any members on any event. So here's the last thing I want to leave you guys with today. Whether the price objection is money, whether the price objection is time, whether the price objection is, it might even be one of those things. When you start to realize that whatever objection they give you is probably the reason why they need to do the business, is when you start not to get afraid when you actually hear whatever it is. If it's price, how long do you want to not have the money? Think about it. In the past 6 months, if everything stayed the same for the next 6 months, would you be in a more proud position? Most people are going to say no. So then we need to ask, well, what do you think needs to change to be able to get to a different level, to be able to see a different type of income coming inside of your bank account? Well, I probably need to do something different. So would you like to invest in yourself today? Or do you want to wait for somebody to invest into you maybe a month, maybe a year, maybe 2 years? Well, I want to invest in myself now. Great. So are you ready to get started? Because price is only the value that they see. Leah, what's going on? Whatever value that people see for the price, they'll pay it, right? $5,000 might be a lot for, let's say, a coaching program. But is $5,000 a lot to buy a car? Is $5,000 a lot to be able to drive around and get to your job? So 5,000 is only relative, right? I was in real estate. So you got to think about it. People are spending 3, 4, 500,000 to buy a house. So what is it to invest $70 into a membership that can actually be able to cover every aspect of their life, even $150 to get in the door, right? With the associate, with the ID sheet, with the legal plan, all of that together, even at $150 in real retrospective is nothing. It's literally just over $3 a day for somebody to have a monthly membership, and even $1 a day to have the total monthly price. So when you start realizing the value that we have, right? Even our company, a multiple billion dollar company, and we have that same exact access that somebody can get for literally pennies on the dollar. And every time I do a three-way, you guys all hear it. It's called anchoring the price. Okay. Anchoring the price simply means you give them the information, show them the app, show them all the ways that they can use their lawyer, show them the ID shield, let them know, how much does it typically cost to have even an hour access? $200 to $400 an hour, right? It's a lot. Now, how much do you think it would cost per month to have everything that you just saw in this app? Landlord and tenant, civil litigations, collections, right? Some of you maybe know people going through immigration, family law. How much would you charge per month to be able to have that type of access right in your pocket? And just be quiet and listen. And some people will tell you 500, some people will tell you 1,000 plus, whatever it is that they say. Now we can anchor it. Now we can say, I thought it was the exact same thing. Could have been 500, could have been 1,000 easily, until I found out it's literally $1 to $2 a day. And they're like, what? Yes, that's it. $1 to $2 a day. We can not only protect ourselves, but do you have kids? Yeah, I have kids. Have you ever wanted to protect your children? Absolutely. Do you have your will done? I actually don't. Well, the best part about this membership is everything that we just talked about, you actually get your will included with that membership. You see the value? The way that we just painted the value, they're getting so freaking much for 70, 50, $30 a month by the way that we anchor the price. Okay. So again, these are just little tips and tricks that, being in the industry, Shane, Talina, Leah, you guys know this, right? So to be able to go ahead and really just implement this, let people know, keep sharing the story, get this in front of more faces, it's only a matter of time. The problem is people just don't know about it. And we can be the light to let them see it. So I love you, fam. Anything you guys need, I'm here for you every step of the way. Let's have a phenomenal week. And if you didn't know, we actually have Don Thompson is coming back in the building here shortly. I'll send the flyer in the chat so you guys can see it. And if you didn't get a chance to catch any Super Saturdays, LegalShieldCalendar.com. And I'm telling you, these are going all over the country so we can get everybody tapped into, the whole team. Probably within a couple hour radius, there is some type of Super Saturday or weekly events going on so we can get everybody tapped in. So let's have a blessed day, fam. As always, we can be, do, and have anything we can hold in our mind. We can hold it right here in our hand. Let's go out, make it happen. Growth continues. Let's get to work.